Oh, God, these fucking people!
Is everything alright?
Yeah, I'm fine. It's just this Trekkergate thing. It's got me all worked up again.
Trekkergate. That group online that's been bullying women who speak out against sexist portrayals of female characters in Star Trek?
No, that's not what Trekkergate is at all. It's about ethics in Star Trek journalism.
Just ethics in Star Trek journalism generally? Or is there a more specific area of concern?
Well, so what if there is?
What would that specific area of concern be?
Ethics in Star Trek journalism vis-a-vis coverage of Star Trek that favors critiques of it from a feminist perspective.
So you see why even people who take a charitable view of the Trekkergators might conclude that it's actually more of a reaction to feminism than a campaign for journalistic integrity.
No?
Is that sort of corruption even really a problem in Star Trek-related journalism?
Yeah, it's totally a problem. Feminists in the Star Trek fan community have been sleeping with Star Trek journalists in order to promote their point of view. And let me tell you something, some of those feminists are just as corrupt as the bloggers and editors they've been fucking.
Wasn't the woman accused of sleeping with the editor of a Star Trek blog to get favorable coverage of her work exonerated of that charge?
So, the problem was always much larger than her.
But nobody was this upset about the problem before the erroneous accusations against her surfaced.
Well, not as such, but what do you know about it? You're not even a Star Trek fan.
No, but unless you're going to tell me that Star Trek, of all the entertainment franchises in all the various forms of media, is free of the sort of sexist tropes that are found in abundance virtually everywhere else, I think I at least have a basic understanding of the underlying issues.
We just want to talk about Star Trek, okay? And we don't want to have these activists shoved down our throats. And you can distort its aims and malign its character all you want. We members of Trekkergate, we don't care because we know that we are a part of a powerful movement for change and we are making the world take notice.
Are you on Twitter right now?
Yes?
Would you search for the Trekkergate hashtag and read the top result, please?
You're on, smartass. Okay, this doesn't prove anything. It's just one random out-of-context tweet.
What does it say?
Feminists/SJWs must be cleansed from the collective. Their resistance is futile. Hashtag Trekkergate. So they're just fans of Star Trek The Next Generation expressing their opinion about an important issue within their community in a fun and idiosyncratic way.
Sure. What's the next one?
Are we just going to do this all day?
If you're tired of reading, I can take a turn. I've got a few here. Let me see. Set phasers to maximum and vaporize all meddling bitches. Hashtag Trekkergate.
Hey, you're cheating. That was not the next one. That one was like 2 tweets down from the last one.
Sorry. Here's another one. We're going to rip your arms off and stab you in the cunt with your own jagged bones and no one will care. Hashtag Trekkergate. That one was tweeted at a woman, naturally.
At least that one wasn't a paraphrase of a Star Trek quote.
Neither is this next one. It's just the word cunt in all capital letters over and over and over again. Except for the end. Hashtag Trekkergate. Tweeted at a woman, also.
So what's your point?
That Trekkergate is about men feeling threatened by feminists and reacting with threats and abuse.
Ethics in journalism!
Even if all the charges the Trekkergators have made are true, their own actions in response have been far more heinous than the corruption itself. What does it say about you as a person if you're this upset about imaginary corruption in a subset of entertainment journalism, but not upset at all about people suffering harassment and death threats and being chased from their homes by this supposed anti-corruption crusade?
I am upset about it. Bullying and dock-dropping people and making them afraid to be in their own homes is not cool at all.
Then why are you defending Trekkergate instead of denouncing it?
I don't have to denounce it. Why do I have to denounce everything?
You'll denounce feminist Star Trek fans getting too much attention, but you won't denounce the people who threaten and abuse them beyond all possible justification?
Maybe I won't.
Why not?
Because I don't want them to change Star Trek! You've made too many compromises already. too many retreats. They complain about all the starship captains being men, and we fall back. They criticize the skin-tight costumes worn by female characters, and we fall back. No more. The line must be drawn here. This far, no farther. I will not see Star Trek moved from the action figure aisle to the doll aisle, not while I breathe.
What's happening, babies? I think we're having a fight. About what? Trekkergate. What's that? The president got caught fucking a trucker? Not Truckergate, Trekkergate. It has to do with either favoritism toward feminists in Star Trek-related journalism or harassing and intimidating women who speak out against sexism in Star Trek, depending on who you ask. Why would anyone give a shit about sexism in Star Trek? Perhaps they see it as a way to address the larger issue of sexism in entertainment, or in our culture on the whole. Or maybe they're women who like Star Trek but have problems with how it portrays women sometimes, and want to see those problems addressed. Huh. Why would anyone give a shit about Star Trek journalism? I have no idea.
I won't let them stain you.
Is he okay, baby? That is a simple question with a complicated answer. But the answer is no. Right, no, he's not okay.